In this video, we will be dealing with the top 20 questions people ask about delayed flights and how to navigate unexpected delays. I will be answering questions about my personal experience, so buckle up for these insights on navigating unexpected hiccups in your travel plans, and stay until the end and I will give the best-kept secret to deal with flight delays. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and like. And now, the questions and best answers on what to do on flight delays. How common are flight delays? Flight delays are fairly common, affecting thousands of flights worldwide each day. They can be caused by various factors such as weather, air traffic congestion, airplane mechanical issues, and crew scheduling problems. What are the main causes of flight delays? The main causes of flight delays include adverse weather conditions like storms or fog, air traffic congestion, technical issues with the aircraft, late arrivals of the previous flight, and crew availability or scheduling problems. How can I check if my flight is delayed? Passengers can check the status of their flight through airline websites, mobile apps, or flight tracking services. Airlines also provide updates through email, text messages, or announcements at the airport. What should I do if my flight is delayed? If your flight is delayed, stay calm and follow instructions from airline staff. Stay informed about the status of your flight and any updates regarding departure times. Consider contacting the airline's customer service for assistance or to explore alternative options. How long does a typical flight delay last? The duration of a flight delay can vary widely, depending on the cause and circumstances. Minor delays may last only a few minutes to an hour, while significant delays can stretch for several hours or even lead to flight cancellations. Will I be compensated for a delayed flight? Passengers may be entitled to compensation for flight delays under certain circumstances, such as when the delay is within the airline's control and exceeds a specified duration. Compensation policies vary by airline and may also be subject to local regulations. Can I get a refund if my flight is delayed? Depending on the airline's policies and the reason for the delay, passengers may be eligible for a refund of their ticket fare or compensation for expenses incurred due to the delay, such as meals, accommodation, or transportation. How do airlines communicate delays to passengers? Airlines typically communicate flight delays to passengers through various channels, including email, text messages, phone calls, airport announcements, and updates on their website or mobile app. Are there any rights or regulations protecting passengers during flight delays? Passengers may have rights and protections under airline policies, government regulations, or international agreements such as the Montreal Convention. These rights may include compensation for delayed or cancelled flights, assistance with rebooking or refunds, and provisions for meals and accommodations during extended delays. What are some strategies for passing time during a delayed flight? To pass time during a delayed flight, passengers can read a book, listen to music or podcasts, watch a movie or TV show, work on a laptop or mobile device, engage in conversation with fellow passengers, or explore amenities at the airport such as shops or restaurants. How do flight delays affect connecting flights? Flight delays can impact connecting flights, potentially causing passengers to miss their onward flights. In such cases, airlines may provide assistance with rebooking on alternative flights, arranging overnight accommodations if necessary, and compensating for any additional expenses incurred. What happens if I miss my connecting flight due to a delay? If a passenger misses a connecting flight due to a delay, airlines are generally responsible for rebooking them on the next available flight and providing assistance with accommodations if needed. Passengers may also be entitled to compensation for any inconvenience or expenses resulting from the missed connection. Can I claim compensation for additional expenses incurred due to a delayed flight? Passengers may be able to claim compensation for reasonable expenses incurred due to a delayed flight, such as meals, refreshments, hotel accommodations, transportation to and from the airport, and communication costs. Documentation of expenses is typically required for reimbursement. Are there any apps or websites that provide real-time updates on flight delays? Several apps and websites offer real-time updates on flight delays, allowing passengers to track the status of their flights and receive notifications about changes. Popular options include airline apps, flight tracking services like FlightAware or FlightRadar24, and travel booking platforms such as Expedia or Kayak. How can I avoid booking flights with a high likelihood of delays? To avoid booking flights with a high likelihood of delays, travelers can consider factors such as the time of day, season, and historical performance of airlines and airports. Choosing flights with longer layovers or allowing extra time for connections can also reduce the risk of missed flights due to delays. Are there any particular times of year when flight delays are more common? Flight delays may be more common during peak travel seasons such as holidays or summer vacations, when airports are crowded and weather conditions can be unpredictable. Adverse weather events like snowstorms, hurricanes, or heavy fog can also increase the likelihood of delays during certain times of the year. What should I do if my flight is delayed overnight? If your flight is delayed overnight, airlines are typically responsible for providing accommodations, meals, and transportation to affected passengers. Passengers may be given hotel vouchers or provided with assistance in finding alternative accommodations if necessary. How do airlines handle meals and accommodations during extended delays? Airlines are generally required to provide meals and accommodations to passengers during extended delays, typically defined as those lasting more than a certain number of hours, like 4 hours or more. These provisions may vary depending on the airline's policies and the circumstances of the delay. Can I switch to another flight if mine is delayed? Depending on availability and the reason for the delay, passengers may be able to switch to another flight without penalty. However, rebooking options may be limited during peak travel times or when flights are heavily booked, so passengers should contact the airline as soon as possible to explore alternatives. What rights do I have if my flight is delayed due to weather conditions? Passengers may have rights if their flight is delayed due to weather conditions, but the specific provisions vary depending on the airline's policies and applicable regulations. In some cases, passengers may be entitled to compensation or assistance with rebooking, while in others, the airline may not be liable for weather-related delays. Before your trip, conduct due diligence on potential flight delays, considering factors like weather, airline policies, and compensation rights to mitigate inconvenience. And now the top secret that you should know is that many airlines, for a minimal amount of money, will give you a pass to stay in their airport lounges. And click on my video about airport lounges shown here to watch additional videos for your next trip. Click on the above videos. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Also comment to help us know of what else can we help you for your trip. Thank you for watching.